So you're not going to want to hear anything I say in this video, because none of this is necessarily easy, but then again, nothing worth doing is easy. This video is to help you make better GTA content. It's not a cheat sheet to magically get more views, but it is a cheat sheet for long-term growth and longevity on YouTube. To give you all some context of how I know this stuff and why I have some area of expertise in this, yes, I've only got 9,500 subscribers, and I started posting on YouTube 4.5 months ago. Prior to doing YouTube, I was an editor for a number of other YouTubers. Some of those had millions of subscribers, and I've been in the industry for nearly 10 years, and my whole job as an editor is to not make the cleanest, tidiest edits, but my job was to make videos that appeal to people, encourage people to watch them, and therefore perform better in the algorithm. My videos are the simplest implementation of everything we're about to go through in this video. None of my edits are extremely complicated, none of my sound design is complicated. In fact, I try and use as little effects or editing skill set as possible, because production value always comes secondary to content. Some of the best videos on YouTube were videos that were filmed on a phone in someone's back garden. So my growth on YouTube has been quite rapid. I'm gaining about 2,500 subscribers a month, and in the past 28 days I've had just shy of 1 million views. But with GTA 6 coming out next year, I'm seeing a lot of new GTA channels coming up, and I don't want to discourage it. I want more GTA content, because the more GTA content there is on the platform, the more people are watching GTA content, which means that there's a higher likelihood that people will see my videos also. The more creators there are in this space, the better it is for the platform, especially with an IP as big as GTA 6. So without further ado, let's get into the advice, and we'll start with topic number 1. You're crazy until it starts working. So many people I know outside of YouTube, and even YouTubers that I've worked with, have told me that my channel, when I first started it, when I only had 200 subscribers, they've all said that this is cringe. And it was, because my videos when I started this 4 months ago, which was what, 150 videos ago, were pretty cringe. They weren't that good. But as the channel has grown and as I'm getting insane viewership, people have now started changing their attitude and going, oh, actually, that's pretty cool. Oh, I actually really enjoyed this video. And there's people that I know that have no interest in Grand Theft Auto that have watched my videos and messaged me after going, oh, I really enjoyed that. So remember, ignore what everyone says around you. Unless you're doing something illegal, then listen to them because they're probably right. But ignore what everyone says and just enjoy making content. It's important to remember you don't really have a clue of what you're doing until you've made 100 videos. Now, of course, I've only made 150 videos on this channel, but I've made thousands of videos prior, so I'm very well versed in doing this as a career. Next, we need to talk about clickbait and viewership. So 10,000 views on 10 videos consistently is way better than 100,000 views on a video once in a blue moon. I see so many people that are new channels creating clickbait titles thinking that views equal money, when they don't. I mean, kind of, but engagement and retention equal money. So for example, 10,000 views with someone watching the video 70% of the whole video will make you a lot more money than 100,000 views where people just click and then click off the video straight away. YouTube measures revenue per 1,000 views. Getting 100,000 views by clickbaiting and deceiving an audience is pointless if you're only earning 50 cents per 1,000 views, because the audience will click on the video, realize that it's a load of waffle, and click directly off the video again, therefore giving you a really low RPM, which is revenue per 1,000 views. So is that $50 really worth it? Because those 100,000 people that saw that video won't be subscribing to the channel and they won't be watching your content again. It's a lot better to hit 10,000 people where a small percentage of them will watch your video and come back and subscribe. And if you do that with every single video, you'll slowly start building subscribers and building up future viewership that will come back and watch your next video. If you approach YouTube with the only intent of gaining views rather than gaining subscribers, your channel won't grow. Well, you will have a little bit of growth, but getting to 10,000 subscribers, for example, could take you 10 years. Next, we need to talk about branding. Now, YouTube channels are just brands. We gravitate towards these brands because of how they're conveyed and the influencer that conveys them. For example, the Cyberboy brand, yes, I'm Cyberboy, but I'm a representative of the Cyberboy brand. Believe it or not, and you're not going to believe this, like you honestly wouldn't believe this, but on my birth certificate, it doesn't say Cyberboy. Branding is so key, and it needs to integrate with your YouTube channel perfectly. For example, I have branding passively in my videos. Like you may have noticed at the start of this video, I wasn't wearing this hoodie. I changed this hoodie halfway through the video to prove this point. Branding being able to integrate subtly into the video is so important for that passive psychological psychological effect of you watching my videos, seeing the Cyberboy name, seeing the channel, seeing the color scheme of my content, and associating that with me and my content. So the more you see me in a mask, the more you see the channel, the more you see my videos, the more comfortable you become with watching my videos, and the more that we can build that trust. So when I put out a video, you're going to watch it and watch more of it to get the full context of the story, because you know that I'm not going to clickbait you. You know that I'm a trustworthy character in the GTA community. And this is why branding is more about the long game. This is about what is my business and my brand and my YouTube channel in 5 to 10 years time. This is one of the most important things to a YouTube channel in 2024. But branding's also about who you associate with outside of YouTube. For example, I've recently done a deal with Private Internet Access, their VPN provider. And firstly, when they reached out, I liked their business, I liked their product, and I liked their brand partnerships manager. And when they reached out to me, I liked the way that they communicated with me. I like the fact that I wasn't just the metrics and numbers that you see on screen. They wanted to talk about a partnership and how we could integrate content into videos that would provide value for you, the viewer. And their brand integrates with my brand perfectly. I mean, the mask is a key thing. I love internet privacy. Being private on the internet is so important because every single application out there has the ability to be a weak point in your security. And I get it all the time. People send me tracking links to try and find out where I live and who I am. And I don't think it's anything nefarious. I think that it's just people have that kind of curiosity in their head of, oh, I wonder who Cyberboy is. Now, as I get bigger as a channel, that's only going to get worse. But that's why all of my devices are connected to a Private Internet Access VPN, because I just don't know when I'm going to get sent a link. And, you know, if I just wake up in the morning and I'm going through Discord and I've been sent a link, I have to be 1,000,000% sure that it's not a tracking link. But yeah, the conversation with Private Internet Access was more about how you guys could benefit, how they could benefit, and how I could benefit as a brand and as a business and as a collaboration on these videos, and how it can actually work and provide value for everyone involved. And when we were talking, I just got the impression that they did understand my brand, which I've had so many emails from companies that just haven't watched my videos. But I like the way that they reached out. I like the way that they handled themselves and conducted themselves. And of course, by you guys using their service, it helps the channel because it tells them that my viewers are interested in their product, and it's really cheap as well. This is probably the perfect time to go into the ad read, so enjoy. When browsing online, whether you're gaming or streaming online content, it's important to protect yourself. Watching Netflix without Private Internet Access is like paying for a director's cut but only seeing the trailer. Private Internet Access helps you overcome all of these restrictions and dangers by giving you the option to change your IP address to one of their 91 countries to choose from and 50 US states, allowing you to gain access to websites and services that are only available in those particular locations. Private Internet Access works on Windows, Android, Mac, iOS, and many more. And you can use one Private Internet Access subscription on as many devices as you want. And no, that's not one at a time. You can use it on an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time. So if you want to stay protected on the internet, use the link down below to save yourself 83% on Private Internet Access. That's just $2.03 a month. And you also get 4 months completely free. So using the links down below does actually save you some money, and it supports the channel, so it's massively appreciated. Now the next thing we need to talk about is YouTube Shorts, and oh my days, I get so many messages about this. Stop! Do not grow your channel by making YouTube Shorts. A lot of people will gravitate to making Shorts content on YouTube because it's easier. Be honest, that is the only reason why people would make that sort of content. I started really getting into posting Shorts about a week ago, which is what, 4.5 months after starting my channel, and my Shorts in total have 42,000 views. Do you know how much money I made from that? Take a guess. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Pause the video and have a think. Right. The amount of money I made was $2.77 off 42,000 views. Yeah. Just for reference, if I had those same sort of views on a longer form video, that would be anywhere from $80 to $120. I mean, that's just a guess because RPMs on YouTube vary so much. It's ridiculous. The next thing is Shorts don't actually help your long form content. So some of these Shorts that I posted over the past week, one of them got like 9,000 views. There was not a single spike in my main video viewership, even though the short was linked to the main video. Like if you look at it on the timeline, when I posted that short and when it got 9,000 views, there was the very faintest, it was probably about 5 views that I got from that short that went to the long form video. Completely pointless, doesn't create long-term revenue, doesn't create long-term engaged viewership. The shorts algorithm is complete nonsense. Don't start your channel with shorts. Shorts are just a means to get short form content and condense videos from your main videos out there to more people, but it's not going to make your revenue and it doesn't build an engaged and loyal community. Next is patience, and a lot of people don't have this. My first 30 videos didn't get more than 1,000 views. Now they do because people have watched my current videos and gone back to my videos from 4 months ago and watched. So my older videos are now starting to pick up, but my first 30 videos literally didn't get more than 1,000 views. In fact, one of them got to about like 40,000 views about a month and a half after I posted it. It was on 500 views, and then one day it just shot up because YouTube. So I see a lot of people in the GTA space, they'll post a couple of videos on their channel or even one video on their channel, and they'll message me saying, oh man, it's not working. Like, it's not growing, it's not scaling. And I'm like, you can't tell that after 3 videos. Mr. Beast about a year ago said something very important. Your channel doesn't mean anything until you got 100 videos out there. You don't know what you are as a creator until you got 100 videos out there. I think for me, it's slightly different because I have been doing this for years and helping channels for years and scaling businesses online for years. So like before I started my channel, I was able to roughly identify what direction I was going in. And of course, over the past 5 months, that's evolved to what it is now. But yeah, don't go into this expecting to see results in your first 30 to 50 videos. You won't know what's working. You won't know why something is or isn't working in those first few videos, because according to YouTube, you don't really exist until you've been on the platform long enough. YouTube is very unlikely to tell people to watch your video when they're going to subscribe to your channel and then you're not going to post again for another 4 months, or you're never going to post again at all. YouTube pushes videos that encourage people to stay on the platform rather than leaving the platform and going to TikTok, Instagram, whatever it might be. There is no magic secret to getting your first 3 videos viral. Your job as a new creator is to make sure that those first couple of 100 or 1,000 people that view your first video have a reason to come back and watch the next one when you post a video the next week. If 10% of them come back and watch your next video when you post it, you'll reach a new 1,000 people, and 10% of them will come back if you do the same thing again. It's a steady growth. I think this culture of instant gratification and instant results has tarnished a lot of young people's minds, where people see channels with millions of subscribers and don't realize how long it took to get there. I mean, for example, now people are saying to me, how have you only been doing this a couple of months? And I get a lot of like genuinely awesome feedback. And this goes back to the first point I made in the video, that when your channel first starts, you're nobody, you're just a weirdo making videos. And that's fine, that's cool. I was, you will be. YouTube's a weird thing. Like, we're all weird for doing it. But when it starts working and when you start seeing results, that's when you go, oh, actually, this is pretty cool. So just play the long game, keep putting videos out, then you can start thinking, right, how do we optimize this? Make good content and the rest will happen. Which brings me on to my next point. The algorithm is a lie. Kind of. Thumbnails only matter in the recommended section next to a video, but on the homepage, it relies on autoplay. Autoplay is when you scroll past the video and it starts playing automatically. The viewer can't see the thumbnail anymore, but they can see the video itself. So make that intro compelling visually so people will click. So many people spend days at a time on their thumbnails, and it doesn't make a massive difference anymore. Maybe a year ago, it was a big important factor, but since YouTube introduced autoplay, it's not a huge deal breaker anymore. I mean, still have a nice thumbnail because it looks nice on the feed, and for the recommended feed on the right hand side of other videos, it's very useful. But other than that, it's pointless. So make that first 10 to 15 seconds of your video really punchy, or at least the first 5 seconds where there's text on screen and big information that tells people what they're in for if they click on your video. Make people want to click. The title only goes so far. The thumbnail really doesn't do too much anymore. That autoplay feature is crucial. But even if everyone clicks on that video, say if it goes into the feed and 80% of the people that see it in the feed click it and you have a really high click-through rate, it still doesn't make a massive difference. YouTube tracks how much of the video people watch. This is your attention. Now, your attention is the most important thing for YouTube. The longer you watch videos, the more ads you see, the more money YouTube makes. So if you post a 20-minute video and people are watching 15 minutes of it, YouTube's algorithm will scramble to push that video out to as many people as possible, because they know it's engaging and they know that people are going to want to see it and they know that they're going to make money out of it. So if your attention is really high, that's when YouTube start the sampling process. Now, the sampling process is where they'll notify your subscribers that you've uploaded. Cool, your subscribers have watched it. They'll also watch up to like 15 minutes of this 20-minute video, which very unlikely, but let's just say that's the case. What YouTube will do is then go, okay, well, people are enjoying this, people are watching this, people are liking this. We'll push it out to people that are more broadly interested in GTA 6 and see if they respond well to it. If they don't respond well, your video will be stuck on a couple of thousand views, maybe 1,000 views, and the video will die off in the algorithm. But if it appeals to this new audience, that's when you potentially have a viral video on your hands. Now, there used to be ways to fool the algorithm, like posting links in Discords or on forums to encourage people to click through to the video to watch it, and that used to tell the algorithm that people were interested. It doesn't do that anymore. So if I post a link to one of my videos in a Discord and loads of people from Discord come and watch it, YouTube doesn't include that data in its kind of algorithm processing. And the reason why it doesn't do that is because YouTube's not interested in people that have viewed a video because an external platform's told them to do so. they're interested in what people naturally would engage with the video, because that's scalable. For example, the people in my Discord might only watch a video because they like my videos and they know me, they like me. Whereas on YouTube, the algorithm doesn't care if people like you, it cares if people watch. So don't try and share the video around everywhere or encourage people to share it on other platforms. Other YouTubers sharing your video, that does help. All of this comes down to one simple thing. Are your videos good? If they're good and people watch them, the algorithm will work. Now, this being said, for your first 100 videos, this might not be the case. For me, it wasn't until about my 60th video that the algorithm really started working for me. That's because YouTube learns what your channel is, what content you make, and what your audience looks like. When they know age range, demographic, what other channels your audience watch, and has enough data to decide who to push your content to, that's when the algorithm really starts to work. It's fine-tuned on your content. So the more content you give it, the better it works. So keep uploading. Next, we need to talk about consistency. Now, consistency is the primary currency of viewership. My subscribers know that they're getting a video every day. There are no excuses for not working hard at it. And if you're one of those people that would go, oh, but I had to do this, I had to do that, so I'm not going to upload this week or next week, YouTube might not be for you. For example, Christmas Day, I didn't post one video. I posted 2. I posted a video on my birthday. I've literally been ill with COVID and still made videos. Now, I'm not saying this is a healthy attitude to have to work, but there is no denying it works. And when I started this channel, I wasn't living at home with mum and dad and didn't have a job or anything like that. I was working 110 hours a week as an editor for other YouTubers. I made time for my channel. If it meant I had to lose a couple of hours sleep to do a video, that would happen. But I'm also a bit of an animal when it comes to editing. I've been doing this so long that I have a format, I have a structure, and I can edit very quickly, which is why you're seeing videos every day at the moment. I know that at the moment I can maintain a video a day, especially as I've made this channel now my full-time job. I can dedicate 12 to 16 hours a day making content because I am dedicated to this. Now, I'm not saying that you need to post daily or even weekly. What I'm saying is, to get to your first 50 or 100 videos, you need to post more regularly and consistently. So say if you only post twice or 3 times a week, make sure those 2 or 3 times a week are on the same day or at the same time, or give or take around the same time. Now, with daily uploads, I can't do the same time just because some videos will take me 4 or 5 hours to edit and I have to film it, write the script, all of that stuff. So there are so many different factors that play there, but people just know to come to my channel once a day and see what I've uploaded. So if you decide to post twice a week, stick to that twice a week. Film content in advance to make sure that you can meet that quota and meet that deadline all of the time, because that tells YouTube that you're taking this seriously and that you are really trying to push your content out to new people. If YouTube sees that you're now working for the platform will start working for you. Now, as you get bigger as a channel, when you get to like 100 or 200 or 300,000 subscribers, your audience will know what to expect when you post a video. So you can slow down the regularity and trade that in for quality. For example, if I wanted to, I could post once a week and spend 100 hours editing a video with all of the different text animations and make this as complicated and complex as possible. But at the moment where my channel's at, that would be diminishing returns. Those extra animations and those extra things won't help with long-term growth or even short-term growth. As your channel grows and your audience trusts that you're going to post a good quality video, you can slow down a little bit. For example, Nile Red, Whistling Diesel, they post so irregularly and so sporadically with no particular schedule, but people know that when they post, it is going to be a banger. And that's an important relationship to have with your audience, and that just takes time. Next, whether you're making a GTA channel or any other channel, make sure it's something you enjoy. If you said to yourself, right, you're going to be posting 300 videos this year or 365 videos this year, and you're not going to make a single penny, could you still do it? If the answer is no, stop. For me, even if my income got totally wiped off YouTube and I didn't have like a Patreon, or I didn't have a YouTube membership system, or I didn't have the merchandise or any of that stuff, I would still be making videos because I love it. Like, this is, for me, freedom. Now, I'll probably have to post less because I'd have to get a job or go back to editing for the YouTubers to pay for living, because living's very expensive, but it's possible and it's doable. But it wouldn't stop me posting and making videos because that is the lifeblood of what I enjoy. If your only focus for YouTube is just to make money and not because you enjoy making content, it means that when times get tough and maybe you get a video demonetized or your channel gets demonetized because, well, just because YouTube, really, isn't it? You have to be able to deal with all of the negative stuff that comes with YouTube to be able to do this full time. The pros always have to outweigh the cons. For example, at the moment, the cons for me are some of the comments I get, you know, like 99.999% of them are absolutely great, but of course there's those weirdos that just message some absolutely vile, disgusting things, and of course try and find out where I live, who I am, and all of this. But that's the nature of putting yourself out to a load of people. For me, even if 25% of the comments were that, I would still do this. I mean, if 100% of the comments were that, I would probably have to rethink for my mental health. But overall, I enjoy this more than the possibilities of making money or anything like that. Of course, we've got bills to pay, like making money. It's nice to not have the worry that I'm getting evicted from my house, but it's also got to be something I enjoy regardless of the circumstance. Next is Be Original. Now, I'm talking about GTA 6 here, so there's a lot of videos already out there covering the same topics I do, but my take on the topics is always different because I'm not just reading from a script that I found on the internet or just reading from a source article I found. I like to share my opinions. Now, of course, that divides people, but dividing people is sometimes better than just quoting an article. Of course, in my videos, I do quote some articles and stuff, but in my videos, I always like to share an opinion of sorts and give my take on the circumstance. Now, if you're struggling to find ways to be original in a market, your opinion is the best way to do it, because your opinion is literally your opinion. No one else can have your exact opinion down to the T with every minute detail because everyone's different. So try and inject personality into your content and try and inject your thought processes, your life, and your perspective into everything, because that's what will make your content completely unique from anyone else covering the same topic. Finally, the last thing is just enjoy it. We are living in a time where, of course, my videos are edited on a laptop and have all the software and everything, but you can make good quality videos on your phone. We're in a position where we can make a living, an actual sustainable living, doing something we enjoy on the internet. Now, I see so many excuses from people of why they haven't started a channel, and the fact is, if you're in that position now where you don't know if you could do it, you don't know if it's going to be a thing, there is literally no harm in trying. Just try it. Try and make some content. And I don't just mean about GTA 6, I mean about anything. Everything you enjoy can be translated into content. I mean, there's people on YouTube that put cameras on their robotic hoovers and just upload a 3-hour video of their hoover cleaning a house, and they get really good views. Oh, that's actually a brilliant idea. So my content's going to change. But yeah, we're living in a very unique time, and enjoy it. But also as well, the very last thing I want to say, bonus round, experiment. Like my videos, I've posted so many different styles of videos. I started off not showing myself on camera at all. I tried the whole voiceover thing. I realized I wanted to kind of like diversify my content a little bit. So I thought maybe I could do this, and I thought, well, I don't want to show my face. So it's all a natural evolution of your channel. Don't be scared to try new things and change. Like me coming away from just doing voiceover videos and showing myself on camera, like I had to talk to so many different other YouTubers to think, is this a good idea? Am I going to get absolutely rinsed in the comments for even trying this? And at first I did. First time I did it, I'd say it was 60% good, 40% bad, but now people love it. So it's one of those things where you don't know until you try, and it's the same with anything in life. Just do it and see what happens. Thank you all for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it and you did find it useful, please consider liking and subscribing, and of course go and check out Private Internet Access at the link down below. A massive thank you to them for supporting the channel. Amazing company, and I love their product. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Oh, one more thing. Stop. Tomorrow's the Q&A. So if you've got any questions that you want to be answered about GTA 6, either comment it down below. If you've already commented on the community post, you don't need to comment down below. I will read all those questions. But drop a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.